But I'm vaguely familiar where, what was it, like Nixon brought Jackie Gleason to some facility and showed him some stuff or something like that?
Yeah, supposedly that's the story. And it's very hard to determine the origin of the story or whether or not it's real. It came from, there's a story about one article that was supposedly published. Was it Vanity Fair? Something like that, yeah. And you can't find the story. But Jackie Gleason, by all accounts, was obsessed with UFOs. And even built a home in upstate New York that looked like a flying saucer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is the house. He had this house constructed supposedly after he had this meeting with Nixon. So Nixon, supposedly they were drinking. Jackie Gleason and Nixon are tying one on. And Nixon's like, you want to see some shit? And they fly to wherever this base is, and he shows them these frozen biological entities and this retrieved vehicle, and then Jackie Gleason becomes a fanatic. Obviously,
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, not crazy, but that's interesting that a president would do that to like an uncleared celebrity friend of his. Like, oh, let me just show you the most sensitive shit our country has.
Well,
I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me.
People are obsessed with celebrity. You know, there's even world leaders, you know, kings and queens of, you know, they've always been obsessed with famous people. And Jackie Gleason at the time was incredibly famous and also beloved, right?
Yeah.
So this is my pal, and I'm drunk. You want to see some shit? You know, I get it.
I want to hang out with Nixon if that's how he was like, man.
Well, I bet
70s
he
was probably wild.
I bet he was like that in a lot of ways. You know, I mean, Hunter S. Thompson famously recalled his, there's the two of them meeting together, famously recalled sitting in the backseat of a limo with Nixon talking about football. And he was like, God, if I didn't think he was a piece of shit, I actually kind of like him.
Oh, that's funny.
We're just talking football.
Yeah.
You know, look, nobody in that job, nobody as a president is going to be loved by everyone. And I'm sure Nixon has positive qualities. And, you know, if Jackie Gleason liked him, I'm a giant Jackie Gleason fan. He's probably fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
And if you're drunk and, you know, you're the president, and also we're talking about the 1970s, right?
Yeah.
So this is a different world, you know. Like, even if you tell anybody, who the fuck's going to believe you? You can't get on TikTok. Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to get this information out?
Oh, exactly. And that's kind of how, you know, in my personal opinion, you know, how the program was protected, right?
Forever.
Make it crazy.
Right.
So if anybody leaks anything or, you know, has an unauthorized disclosure, people are going to think you're fucking nuts.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are actual reports that we have biological remains.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
How many?
It's up there as well, just like with the
and
the
they vary.
Yeah.
There's different kinds. Do we have an understanding? You don't have to answer where they came from.
Nobody I talked to espoused any specific origin to me. We may know that, but I'm not aware of anything, so I don't know.
Are there reports of some kind of interaction with these things where they're giving information or discussing the problems of humanity and possible solutions or explaining why they're here?
Interactions was a sensitive subject that my interview subjects did not want to get into. I suppose that there's probably detailed documentation of those interactions that goes into a lot of the stuff you're asking. I truly don't even know the answer to a lot of that, so...